Do a favourite worst nightmare this week. Um, I think this one, and maybe, well, no, they're all going to be contested.
This is going to be a tough one.
Um,
I really think this is going to be a tough one.
I can
Yeah,
imagine we're
same.
going to have about 9 in one by the end of the first run through, so that's fun. Talking of that, Brainstorm, straight up there.
So
I would comfortably say 2 and 4.
I would put lower.
Wow.
I just don't care for that much. I really don't.
You are
It's impressive.
so
It's
indie.
You're
impressive.
shaking the head, Liam.
That agile beast.
It's very
you're
impressive.
saying
I just
5
don't love
to
it as a song. I really don't.
Thunder.
But I mean,
What do you call him?
Callum, that was very inappropriate.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go
We're
2 to
recording
4
you
for
now.
now.
What have I missed here?
Let's go. It doesn't matter.
No, you
Listen
have to.
back. Listen back. Brian's okay. We're sticking 2 to 4 to now. I'll allow that for now.
Yeah, thanks. Do it.
For now.
Do it.
Teddy Picker.
Teddy Picard, 2 to 4.
Oh, fuck. This is just.
I think, 2 to 4. It's one that I don't really put on much anymore, but whenever it does come on,
I forget how good this song is.
yeah, absolutely.
Fair. We're gonna have to. Obviously, we're gonna have to tie this up afterwards, but this is where we are now.
Don't talk to me with that bollocks.
D is for
D is for
delightful.
dangerous. This is, I'm going to say 9 to 11. Just because
that's
I've
the
got to
hottest
stop.
to take.
I've got to start putting these things out there, otherwise we're going to be in a bit of trouble later on, aren't we, boy?
God, this is impossible, guys.
This is one of my favourites, Liam. I'm
Yeah.
fully with you here, mate.
This is one of my.
Awkward.
Right. Just based on where we're all now, we'll go 5 to 8.
Things can move.
We'll go to 5 to 8.
Yeah,
for now.
okay, we can do that.
Okay.
Are we continuing to go in descending order, or
What?
because
Sorry, sir.
I think we can all agree which one's going to be 12.
No.
I don't
So
know.
we're
we can.
continuing in descending order. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. All right. Yeah. Go on then.
Should we talk about the songs a little bit?
Yeah, maybe.
I really like the. This is one of the first ones from this album that is teasing towards humbug, in my opinion, and it's a lovely spot to be in. I think. Anyway.
What teases Humbug about this?
It's just
Not in a I'm having to go away.
Just a weird
I'm
note.
genuinely intrigued by what you think.
Just a weird note. It's
Okay.
there's more teasers. There's other songs that are more teasing, but this is one of kind of. It's more. I guess it's more humbug than it is what other people say I am, sort of thing. It's the progressions. Oh, whatever.
Okay. Balaclava, 2 to 4.
I'm a big fan of Balaclava.
I'm also a big fan of Balaclava.
Okay, well that's easy then. 2 to
Go on
4.
and whack it up there for now.
Great. Cock's sake, man.
It's a cracking riff in that song, Balaclava. Just so we can talk about the songs a bit more.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it really is. It's Go on. Are you speaking?
Another great demonstration of Matthew Helder's on drums.
Yeah, that's true.
All right then, I'll talk to myself, boys.
I haven't
Sound.
got Amy. I haven't got Amy to also care about. Fleshing Out Lesson. Everyone knows this one, don't they? Your mum loves this one.
Yeah, she fucking does.
Carl, does your mum? My mum loves this song. Does your mum love this song?
I wouldn't say love, but it's probably one of her favourites off this album. I can't imagine there's too many more
fair.
she'd enjoy.
Fair, yeah, fair. And you know what? It's a good song. It's a really good song. This could.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck's sake, it could be dampened a little bit by the overplaying factor, but it still is just a cracking song, so it doesn't actually affect me that
Cracking.
much, if I'm being honest.
I think I've come completely full circle on that, and I don't hear it enough anymore.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that's probably true. Yeah.
The most stupid thing that they did was releasing this as a single and having the intro play double the amount of time that it does.
Yeah.
Makes no sense. Anyway, that's a little tidbit.
Thank you
So,
for your
2 to 4?
tidbits, Tiddy boy.
Kitty boy.
2 to 4, yeah. Right. Only one to know.
5 to 8.
It's wonderful, but I think for the purposes of this, I think we could go down to 11.
Oh wow.
And that is, I'm being harsh because I love it.
Yeah, it's very good. I do like it a lot, but it's not gonna be one that I'm constantly playing. It's just one that if I'm in the right mood and it happens to come on, I'll be like, oh yeah, I like this one.
For now, I'm putting
Thoughts on the live version with Richard Hawley?
Yeah. Now we come to
That was a
the
question, but never mind.
number.
Oh gosh, the goose douche
What
game.
was the question? Sorry, mate.
What are your thoughts on the live version with
I
Richard
don't know what
Hawley?
you're talking
I can't remember.
Oh,
about.
never mind. Then.
Sorry,
off.
mate.
Do me a
Sorry,
favour.
I should have stuck with what I was going with. Do me a favour, number one. Put that straight in the
I'll
top
be
spot,
honest.
please.
I don't really disagree. Callum?
I don't agree, but it's up there. But I wouldn't say it was the best.
It's going there for now. This House of Circus Berserk has.
Look, I really like this.
Tread carefully, boys. Yeah, this is.
I really like this. I like it's very different. I know a lot of the songs on here are actually quite different to each other, to be honest. Even though everything sort of works seamlessly, but the riff in this, the dun 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 dun, that back and forth is great, and the bass in it is so killer.
The final chorus is absolutely fucking huge.
It is.
It's mental how massive that sounds. This is one of my favourites on the album.
I would put this.
I put this in 2 to 4.
No, I would put this in 1. And I think what's going to end up happening is everything's going to be pushed down a layer, like we did with the last one.
Wow.
But I would put this above any of those other ones in 2 to 4. Personally.
Okay.
Not saying it's necessarily going to be number 1, but just for this visual aspect now of getting into groups.
I'd put it in 2 to 4.
Carl, what are you saying? Don't think about what you actually want as number 1. Is it better than those ones in 2 to 4? It's probably the better question.
Yeah, it probably is.
Put that at top of 2 to 4 then.
So yeah, these are probably all just going to go down one in a minute once we've got through all the songs.
Oh, is that what you're going to do, is it? Okay.
Yeah, that's what we ended up doing last
Why,
time.
is there something in your brain that won't let you put 5 things in the 2 to 4?
No, I just mean once everything's on there, obviously we can only have one thing in the number 1. I reckon at least one other thing's going in number 1. Therefore, the other 2 are going to be in 2 to 4, and the rest are going to be bumped down.
Tuned. If you were there, beware. Number 1.
Yep.
I love this. The riff in this is great. Everything about this is fantastic. The little middle bit, the breakdown, where it goes a bit like haunted housey, kind of. It's a bit spooky.
And then the crackly guitar that comes back in.
This is very humpy.
Yeah, this was the other one on my mind, definitely.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, turns out. And for that, it makes it the best one because everyone knows Humbug's best album. So, yeah, it's put in the wall for now.
I think this is my favourite one on the album, to be honest. I've got quite a lot of nostalgia for this one. Not really sure why, but I mean, more so than the other ones.
Yeah, I think nostalgia is going to weigh in heavy towards the definitive number 1 section of this.
I think what helps with this song is it's got chunks of every part of Arctic Monkeys that you like. It's got the kind of swoony, kind of calm verses, and then it's got the weird parts. It's got the heavy bits. It's got killer refs. You know, there's a bit there for everyone.
The bad thing, 12.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was saying
Absolutely the worst song on the album.
Do you know what? I don't really have an issue with the bad thing, but I do think you're right. Actually, I haven't considered yet what I thought was the worst song on this album.
It's
but the rest of the songs are better. That is true. So that's.
I still quite like it, but yeah, it's definitely the worst.
No.
Yeah, now you've said it, I do realise that it has to go 12. But I do like it. I think
it's so weak compared to everything else.
Isn't it mad that Alex pressed for this on the album over What If You Were Right the First Time?
Yeah, that if that was on here, this would be.
That would be number 1.
Yeah. Old Yellow Bricks.
Guys,
now,
listen.
Liam wants to speak, so
I don't think you're listening. On some days, favourite Arctic Monkey song. I went through a phase of this being well up there. I just love it. I genuinely love it. I think, again, it's got everything I want from him. And it just hits, Dorothy was right, though. Hits, solid, like a ton of bricks. So for that reason, I'm out.
I'm going to be honest with you and say I've never resonated with this song in that way. I think that Dorothy was right though. It's just a bit pimpy of a line,
Oh,
if I'm honest with you. Just to throw the word gimp in our recording session.
Jesus Christ.
I mean, it's a solid guitar riff. You know, the overall story is good. He's done better, and he's written it better in other songs.
It feels so
But
nostalgic to me. Maybe that's what's clouding it,
I-
but I feel like it's
yeah.
got a built-in nostalgia to it.
I don't have that, and I think that's probably why I'm having this opinion. Even though this was one of the first albums I actually went out and bought, from Humv. But so I mean, I mean, put it in 5 to 8 for me because yeah.
I think I agree. I loved it when I was younger, but I've kind of gone off it a little bit.
Oh gosh, I would 100% put it above Everton in 2 to 4 at a minimum. So it's rough. It's rough for me, that, guys. Hope you know that.
I'll get over it.
Great. 505.
Go on.
12. I don't care about
Hell.
I don't care about 505. I'm gonna be
You
deadly
don't
honest
care
with you
about
guys.
505.
I don't massively care about it. It goes on too long.
It's all build
I'm-
up. I think.
Yeah, but
I
like,
love 505 as well, but I'm kind of done with it.
yeah. It's never really been like a big thing for me when I first listened to it, and then I'm also done with it. So, I don't need to listen through the whole thing. I don't think it really hits as hard as people kind of make out it hits when it kicks in. It's good.
I argue that it does, but yeah.
I think
okay.
I can recognise the kind of quality there, 100%, but it doesn't really do much for me personally.
I think the line before the drop in this is so much more impactful than Dorothy was right though.
That's the line itself is much more impactful. But that's
Yeah.
apple and
So
pears.
apple pears.
Apples and pears. Apples and lemons.
Yeah.
What is the phrase? Apples and lemons.
Apples and pears.
It's apples and pears
I
are pretty
just
close.
gaslight you into thinking it was apples and
They're
lemons.
pretty similar though, so I understand.
What, lemons and pears are pretty similar?
No, apples and pears.
What's
Yeah,
happening?
well, that's the whole point, isn't it?
No,
Yeah, they're
no,
pretty similar. so-
but they're not. Oh, fuck off.
What are you saying then?
Apples and oranges would be a better one, wouldn't it? Because they're completely different, but they're both fruit.
Pears are just long apples, aren't they?
They're
When
basically
you think about it.
sandy long apples, yeah. Alex's brother. Anyway, 5-5, where's it going? 9 to 11?
No, it's better than that.
Right,
It's
well,
5 to
let's be
8.
realistic here, okay? Let's move all these down, because this is just what's going to happen somewhere along the line. Some of these need to be moved up, some of them need to move down, and 505 needs to fit into here.
Right. I mean, I would have. That's confused me. I would have put that in 2 to 4. Honestly, if I was ranking it.
So it's above all three of these. No, sorry.
All 4 of those.
There's one of these that is below 505. Sorry, is probably the better question. You're saying it's your favourite song? Is that what you're saying?
No.
God damn it. But it's better than the other two. Or one of the other two.
Because
Right,
you've
I'll go
beat
back
it
to the
down,
other
this
one.
has confused
Hang on.
things Now.
Okay. It doesn't make a difference, really.
I would have put 505 and 2 to 4.
And which one of these would you push down? To
I
5
would,
to 8.
this
You don't need-
house.
What?
Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. I can't count. You're right.
Yeah.
There should be 3 in that pile. You're right. Sorry, guys. So, Callum, do you agree that it's better than all these in 5 to 8? Well, that means do that.
Yeah, yeah, probably. I just think I'm kind of done with it, but like the actual song
Better
itself.
than
Yeah,
Balaclava. Brian Storm. Teddy Picker.
To be honest
Flo.
with you, I'd probably say I prefer Teddy Picker over the other ones there, if I'm really deep in it. But
I think
don't
we should
know.
just put If You Were There Beware in number 1.
No.
Fuck. Well, what? Is yours Do Me a Favour, Jan? Is that what you're saying?
No, mine is Do Me a Favour, yeah.
I have a lot of nostalgia to that song. And I picked
Yeah.
up a bass and played this perfectly before without having not played it for about 10 years. No, doesn't add up. But you know what I'm saying. But then I also was listening to the song, and I don't know if it's as good as I remember it being.
Okay. If we try and take nostalgia out of it then, and personal preference for a minute, and just rank it amongst the songs, it is a bit two notes.
Mm-hmm.
There's the quiet part, there's the heavy part. That's essentially it.
Yeah.
If You Were There does more for me than This House is a Circus, and does more as a song. So, number 1.
I think I agree. And as you both alluded to, it's the most humbuggy out of this album, which obviously is a massive album for us. So I think it's only right that that's number 1.
I cannot disagree with any of that. So I think that makes that number 1.
Perfect. I think for Humbug, we're going to have to put 1 to 3, aren't we?
Oh,
Because
God.
I don't know if we're going to be able to do just a number 1.
I don't know if
song.
I'd be able to just pick my own.
Actually,
number
no,
one,
I
to be
can.
honest.
I
That's gonna
can
be
do
pretty
that.
hard.
So I can. I've changed my mind.
He's changed
Anyway.
it, guys. He's changed it.
Changed it.
So
Yeah,
5 or 5
so we
is
need-
kind of just. It's at the bottom just because I can't put it back in the little bottom bit. But
Okay.
so if we're saying
How many
it's
do we
definitely
need?
better than these,
Do we need 3 and 2 to 4? Yeah.
Mhm.
see,
I think I put Balaclava in there personally.
I put 505. Or Teddy Picker, actually. 505 or Teddy Picker I put in there.
Fuck. For me, 505 is at the
Or-
bottom of this pile, above the Bad Thing. But I think I prefer every other song, really. Honestly,
Okay, but take away personal preference and let's talk about the song. that
I
we just did, so-
still do think I don't think it does as much as most of these other songs.
I do tend to agree. I don't know why it's got the following that it has. I like it, but
I mean, it's easy to take away personal preference, as you say there, Yanni, if you like the song. When you don't like it, it's kind of a bit more difficult.
Mm.
Because
there is literally there was a poll of people's favorite Arctic Monkey songs, and this one, and it's nowhere near.
No, I agree.
Mm.
I love it, but it's nowhere near.
So we need to figure out what's going in 2 to 4. So, out of the other ones left then, since I imagine...
Well, the nominees really from you two then were Teddy Picker and Balaclava, which I think it's one of them too. So, which one?
I mean, it's down to you. You've got the final vote.
Okay.
But I also just want to say that listening to it in my head and not actually listening to it in real life, Fluorescent Adolescent is really good.
Yeah, it is.
It is.
Really, really good. When you think about the song itself, it's great.
Yeah, I think I might prefer Fluorescent Adolescent to Teddy Picker.
Okay.
Actually,
I can get on board with that when I'm actually thinking about it
Yeah.
as well.
And then, do I prefer that to Balaclava? I don't know, because I fucking love the bass line of Balaclava.
Oh. Not to rush
God.
you along, mate, but come on. It's not that deep.
I mean, if anyone else want to say anything else, am I just down to pick one here to go up?
Well, you only put Teddy Picker on the line. I put Balaclava.
No, I've changed it to Fluorescent.
Okay.
Thinking about it.
I think I was to put one on that I was going to enjoy more. I'm going to say Balaclava.
Oof.
Say Balaclava.
And then 505 at the
Took a
bottom.
lot of
of
energy,
Fab Joy.
Is that where you think it sits, Con?
I do, yeah. I love
And
Tears for
Yanni's gonna want it
Dangerous,
as high
but
as possible. So,
What?
and Yanni, you obviously want it as high as possible, realistically.
I put it. Yeah.
Okay. Well, those numbers add up? So that's
Yes.
that, is it?
That is that.
Did last time did we try and order it within, or are we not?
No, I
gonna do
thought-
that?
I can't be
No,
fucked.
we're not doing
I
that.
think we realised last time that it just happened to land probably how we'd agree it was going to go, but this is a bit
Yeah.
more difficult, isn't it? That was rough. I knew that would be rough. I'm not.
Not as bad as I thought it would.
I feel like none of us are like anywhere near 100% happy with that though. But
No.
interesting stuff, innit?
That's the game.
the game's the game.
The game's the game.